Hey guys, Chrono back again with a video. This week we're talking about Pokemon, specifically Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes and Pokemon Legends Arceus. Looks really good. Let's get into it. So this week Nintendo dropped a presents video where they showed off new footage for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And then they dropped us a bunch more info on Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I am very interested in both of these. Usually a Pokemon trailer gets me interested in the games. Let's start with the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I enjoyed Diamond and Pearl when it first came out. I thought they were cool. You know, being on the DS, I think they were the first games on first Pokemon games on the DS, and there was a lot of new tech to take advantage of. The touchscreen, obviously, better visuals. They started incorporating more 3D models into the overworld while still retaining the 2D sprite work for most everything, from like the Pokemon to the characters. It worked. I enjoyed it. It was a nice step forward for the series. Introduced a lot of stuff. I think it was online, so you had global trade station and things like that. That were interesting features for their time. What they showed, I just really like the style and the charm. The studio handling this remake captured the original feel of the games without changing it too much. I think like when they did Ruby and Sapphire, they had to do those more like was it Pokemon X and Y at the time. That was the current gen, and then they did the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire remakes, and those were in the X and Y style. So it looked like Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire if it were released as X and Y, in my opinion. And they were good remakes. I think that was they did a lot of cool stuff there. But what I really appreciate about this is it still captures the original style, kind of like when they did Heart Gold and Soul Silver. A lot of times a remake ends up looking how you imagined it looking or remember it looking compared to how the actual game looked. And so I think Diamond and Pearl with their remakes really capture that. When I think about the game, I think about it looking this colorful and this sharp and this clean, and I'm excited for that aspect of it. The new features, like the character customization, I think is really cool. I've never complained about being able to customize my character, and I think any game that lets me do it, lets a lot of people enjoy it that much more. And so options are never bad. The way that they're presenting this, I'm all about it. It looks like they're trying to preserve that original look and feel, just modernizing it, and I'm there for it. Like the battles look great. The Pokemon models look good. Like everything so far with that game looks like a very faithful remake without changing too much. And then some of the new features they have, look cool. I can't really talk too much to it because what they showed was just like, yeah, this is what you will remember this game looking like, and it's like, all right, cool. I can't wait to jump into it. What I really want to jump into is Pokemon Legends Arceus, because this game looks like a major departure for Pokemon. And I really am hopeful for this title because it takes that traditional Pokemon formula and just keeps the bare minimum, in my opinion. Yes, you capture Pokemon. Yes, you battle Pokemon. Yes, you're completing a Pokedex, but now there's a bigger narrative. Now the idea of exploring like the ancient or the past times in the Pokemon lore, it opens up some new stories, and a lot more interesting stories. You're not just some kid leaving home on your own journey. No, you're going to explore Pokemon wilderness, and it looks like they really took the wild area from Sword and Shield and went, yeah, this is what we really wanted it to be. You're exploring with actual risk. You can be blacked out. Pokemon will attack you, and it's not just you're going to end up like you're not going to end up just losing Pokemon or having your Pokemon faint. No, your player can be attacked, and I think that adds a lot more of not necessarily realism. I mean, it's Pokemon, but it's just more believable that, hey, like Pokemon would attack people, especially, in these past stories where people in Pokemon didn't have like this, uh, you know, co-evolved relationship, codependent relationship. What I'm really looking forward to with it though is just the all of the new stuff that they've shown looks awesome. You've got these big open areas. You've got the inevitable Breath of the Wild comparisons that just look. I mean, it's deserved. It just looks like they're doing to Pokemon what the Zelda team did with Breath of the Wild. They're opening up the gameplay. There's a lot of options for how you want to approach something. You've got to, sneak around. You've got a lot of tools at your disposal. It looks like choice is really going to affect, everyone's experience, and everyone's experience is going to be a little bit different. At least from what I've seen. Also, it's just like the way that they're showing these new mechanics without having like, this is a way for Game Freak to create a new region without having to create a new region. And I was thinking about this the other day, like if they keep adding regions to Pokemon, like brand new areas, and it's like, how big is this world? Like, is this planet giant, or is it just a bunch of small disjointed islands that the sea is massive, which doesn't really matter. I just get to thinking like at some point they would probably stop making new areas, right? And so this kind of feels like that coming to fruition, where the area is new, but it's not. The time period that you're getting to explore is new. And that's just so intriguing because it's like, you get to see a different level of technology. Normally, each Pokemon that comes out, each release has technology reflected of the time period that it's released in. It looks like, you're restricted more by the technology of that time period. And I think that is just going to make for a much different experience than we're all used to. Without all these modern conveniences, we've got to think about how we probably want to explore these big open areas. And I could theorize on things like that. I just really am excited for this game because it looks so different, and I'm hoping that this is a way forward for Game Freak to do new things with Pokemon and open up the gameplay a lot more. I think this game really poses the question, is this the future of Pokemon games? Like, are we going to get more releases as the new generation of Pokemon that are in this style? Are we going to get to explore past areas? What first one that comes to mind, and I don't like being like, this game isn't even out yet, but let's think about the future. But if we're gonna get to explore the past of the Pokemon world, Johto would be a really fun one to do in this style, right? I mean, you've got the towers, you've got the legendary dog Pokemon, you've got Celebi, you've got so many things that Gold and Silver had a lot of lore that they gave, a lot of story they gave to the player that was like, well, it was this way or it was in the past, and how cool would it be to explore that? And I think with Pokemon Legends and the Hisui region, you've got just this very interesting take where you've got you've got Jubilife Village that is bustling, compared to any other time you've seen a Pokemon area, city, or town where you've got static people. These people are walking around. They look like they've got places to be. It'd be cool to see that throughout other time periods in the Pokemon regions. And so I just kind of hope that this game is a kind of gateway into something next. Are you guys? I mean, obviously people are excited for this, but what is your most looked forward to feature in Pokemon Legends or Pokemon Diamond and Pearl? I am just looking forward to exploring the new region in Pokemon Legends and just the mechanic, like learning the mechanics of that game. It looks like a lot more fun than I've had with Pokemon in a very long time. And personally, like that's where I'm at. I hope you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it if you liked it. Dislike it if you did too. I'd like to know. Should I stop talking about Pokemon? I don't know. This is the first time I think I have talked about Pokemon on the channel. So we'll see how that goes. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're growing and doing well. And once a week videos have been pretty fun so far. I'd like to keep it going. Thanks again for watching. And until next week, see ya. Be more conservative. Just like drag this in. Oh man. Huh? Why introduce this mechanic now? Nailed it.